Peace, man. Shout out to everybody out there in the conscious community. It's the conscious community network, man. It's your boy Pro Black Politics. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow. Y'all know. And keep it real simple, man. Over here we're gonna focus on, more current events, and the main focus is organizing the conscious community, right? And I think the best way to do that is using a DAO. I've said that many times, but I'm just gonna, we're gonna go over what a DAO is, and this is a website that I've brought up, um, that a lot of businesses use, and it's accessible to everybody. You can use it. You can use it with your family. You can use it with your friends. Um, I think we should use it in the conscious community. Uh, I think well, we need to be more democratic amongst each other. A lot of the arguments, you get a lot of information, man, but it's not a lot of productivity, right? And to achieve what we need, a lot of us won't. You know what I mean? And that's a certain type of black media. We need to organize, and this is a great way to do that. It's and again, it's a lot of it is just understanding the technology, right? So once you understand the technology, it's really like you. It's not a scam. It's hard to get around the security that they put in place for these things, and it's kind of it's evident, right? But just based off of the companies that's using this thing, right? So we just gonna go over the website. Not gonna be long. This is Tally XYZ. I put the link in the description. You can go check it out yourself. But they talking about what compounds. That's a protocol. It's a blockchain, right? But run DAOs on chain. Tally powers L2s, protocols, treasuries, and public goods, right? And it's just telling you what they handling over here, right? This is the amount of money right here that people have locked in DAO assets in this protocol, right? So right now, people got $10 billion locked up in wallets using this asset. I mean, using this protocol Tally, which is it's a multi-signature wallet, but it also has the voting proposals and things in place. So yeah, you see the numbers: 250 million transfers, 7K proposals, right? So that's people who have put DAOs together, who have put up the proposals to be voted on, to use the money however they want to use the money, right? The delegations, I believe that's when you stake money in a usually like a either a staking pool, liquidity pool, whatever. When you do that, you get voting power. You can use that voting power to back certain people, right? So that's what the delegation thing's about. Yeah, certain people or certain projects. Okay, the complete DAO operating system. It goes through it, tells you everything you need to. We'll just go through it, right? Launch a DAO. So it starts really simply. Okay, this is the whole little white paper, so it's a lot here, right? I'm not gonna go through all this, but it gives you everything, right? Take your DAO from 0 to 1. Our one-stop shop for DAO creation. Launching a DAO can be a complicated process involving several steps: setting up the technical infrastructure, fostering a sense of community, and ensuring operational transparency, right? Which is what we had these conversations about. Who we choose to be the key holders is really important, right? Um, and I think that's another good thing in the conscious community because there's so many people to choose from. Like I think Sonetta would be a good guy to be a key holder. Guy like Q Butter would be a good dude. Like even them two, because they got beef, so you can't. They not gonna never come together and try to rob us, right? So just picking people who you know don't even get along with each other is a good way to add security to it. You know, they don't have to get along. They don't even have to talk with each other. All they got to do is press a button for the transaction to go through after the vote. You know, but delegations, proposals. It's a lot on here, right? But it takes you through it, and again, we can go through this like once we get together a certain amount of people, man. We go through this step by step. We can debate certain points. You got any questions? You ask questions. It's really simple, right? I'm pretty sure that was showing. Let me make sure. I was go back there. Yeah, we was good. Okay, so and again, that step number one is to elect the count. Well, step number one is kind of putting the parameters in place, right? So, what is the purpose of the DAO? You know, ours would be to fund black media. You know, we want to fund black media, not just black media, a specific kind of black media, right? So we pretty much get that in place. What will we vote? What will we back? You know what I mean? What we want to spend the money on, and what we won't spend the money on, right? Once we get that in place, you know, and again, the common thing is black media, so we focusing on black. We got to keep it simple but specific. But black media, for example, right? So we elect a council, right? So who's on the multi-sig? With council elections, DAOs can elect and manage the signers on the security council, grant programs, and more. See, this is where we need to be at, right? Council elections, decentralized multi-sig control of your DAO, right? I wonder if they got the number on here. How many people can we get? Right, but this is an example. You can go on chain, like on the like this website. Once I start showing some of the DAOs, the different ones, it shows you like the person's wallet address and every like it's really transparent. It's easy to follow everything that goes on, right? So it's all here, people. It's all here, right? So we got the again, this is almost step two or so, right? So we elect the people that we want to hold the keys, right? Create proposals, manage a treasury. And again, this is kind of self-explanatory, but we'll go through there. Create a proposal, right? And this would be for members only. Like, so say we put we get the foundation together, right? We agree it's black media. We elect, say, 10 people to be key holders, right? Now, we need it's pretty much a membership, right? So how we gonna go about the membership? Who gets to vote, right? So the conversation in the beginning, well, that could be a part of the conversation, right? I will propose doing something like an NFT because it's everything's on chain, and that's a good way to um kind of monitor the votes and control it, right? So people won't be able to vote 2 or 3 times if we use NFTs and we use the block. Well, it's going to be on the blockchain, so it's going to have to be that, right? But if you don't have a certain NFT or you haven't deposited a certain amount money into the DAO, then you can't vote, right? So that's a good way to make sure that ain't nobody cheating when the voting comes into play. But so I would say we do like a membership and in a form of NFTs or maybe it is just like well, they kind of get complicated, right? So I think the NFT might be the easiest way to go because we could do something like a staking pool, right? Because they do that and you can stake your money and it issues another token and that's what you use to vote. It's like you know, it gets a little complicated. So I would probably propose just doing the NFT. It's probably a lot easier. um but yeah, man, it's really simple. Then you go to the create proposals, right? Self-explanatory. uh Manage the treasury, again, that's kind of self-explanatory. But if we start to put the money together, then we can have, that's another conversation that we can have, right? So, and we can even elect like another group of people for like different purposes, right? So, say we got one main wallet, right, where everybody does, most of the donations and shit, right? But we, after a few months, we say, okay, we sitting on a few $1,000s. We're not finna use all of this right now. Maybe we should invest 20-30% of it, right? So we could have a vote. If the vote is yeah, we want to invest 20-30% of it, we could take that, move it to another wallet. We would have to, nominate some people to hold keys for that wallet. Or we got options, but more or less we could take 20 or 30%, stake it, or switch it into different cryptocurrencies, just for investment purposes, right? Just to kind of diversify the portfolio of other people, right? So that the money's not just sitting there. It would still be locked up on the blockchain, would nobody be able to spend it or nothing like that. Everything, nothing moves without a vote, right? So you start to get more options, man, as long as we start to put some money together, right? So uh this is how to create a DAO swap proposal on Tally. Empowering your DAO by creating an on-chain proposal on Tally using a swaps receipt. This tool allows DAOs to exchange tokens directly from their treasury, facilitating treasury diversification. These DAO swaps are powered by COW Swap. Okay, swap proposal in 5 steps. A DAO member formulates a swap proposal specifying the asset to trade and the amount to sell. The UI provides an estimated quote for the trade after running validations, which means everybody pressing a button. The receipt prepares executable code, including a call to Milkman for execution upon proposal execution. Or, yeah. Upon proposal passage execution. It just walks you through everything, man, and it's real simple. Everybody put in a soft $20 for a membership that'll give you the ability to put up a proposal, and you get to vote on everything, right? And it's like a one-time thing. You pay the 20, you're a member for life. It's just a lot we could do, man, with using this structure. I think a lot, and the thing is black media. So one thing I would suggest that we do is have a lot of kind of like contests or competitions, right? Say we want to push a certain message, right? So we say it's a prize out. We gonna take $1,000 and to give that to the person who produces the best content for let's say prison reform, right? We have a contest, we get so many submissions, we vote, this person win, they get $1,000, right? We use that, whatever they that content, and we share it. Like our job then is to make sure that that piece of content gets 1 million views, right? Now how much money we spend to make sure that happens, we vote on it, right? We might only want to spend $100, might only want to spend $500, but that's how we start to push uh a certain media message, right? From us that we agree on, right? Not just sitting around talking about abos and all that crazy shit, man. So right, requesting funding, have an idea for your DAO, get paid to bring it to life. See, and then like even doing that, right? They got grants and shit on here, right? So even if we craft the shit together and we get enough participation, we get eligible to get certain grants, right? So we could borrow money, and it's a lot that we could do, man. We have to look into that, have some debates on it, take it to a vote. Should we do that? Should we try to get it's just the conversation becomes about more than what it is right now, right? You become a delegate, right? So that's a part of like people putting up proposals, right? So you can campaign to increase your vote. So that's like again people say the brother Q Butter pushing a certain agenda, and he pushing real hard to get a certain media message out there about education and shit, right? you support that, you would take your voting power and you would put it, you would delegate it to a brother like Q Butter or whoever, right? Which would lend more credit to their proposal, right? So it'll make it more likely that he'd get the funds, to do what he need to do. Um, and again, all this, it'll be on chain 24/7. Anybody will be able to put in an address. We could even do like probably put up a website for everybody to go check it out. They'll be able to go right here and check it out though, since it's used here, right? And this is just going telling you everybody who trusted. And again, it's $10 billion locked up in these DAOs. It's a bunch of them, man. But this is what we gonna focus on over here, man. This is the proposal that I'm bringing to the conscious community in 2024, man. We gotta become more democratic, man. We gotta start talking about the money. You know what I'm saying? Well, it ain't no money right now, and that's the problem. You know, but this where we at, man. Over here, conscious community network, man. We trying to organize, put a DAO together in the community, right? So we gotta start a nomination process. Who gonna be the key holders, right? Well, first, what and I think pretty much we already agree on what black media should look like overall, right? You know what I mean? We need to be talking more about reparations, more about prison reform, more about financial education, more about STEM. Um, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of it is just us organizing, man. And this is a great tool to do so, man. It's your boy Pro Black Politics. It's Conscious Community Network. Subscribe to the channel. If you into maybe supporting black media a specific type of way, man, come on over here, man. Once I get enough people, I'll start going live and shit, man. We can start having these conversations, man. But yeah, man, we trying to run a DAO. It's Conscious Community Network. We out of here. Oh, I was gonna go into the yeah, man. I'll jump into it another day, man. Yeah, we gonna call it on that. We gonna call it. Peace, man. Pro Black Politics out.